council, administration, and staff. I would like first to say that I'm standing on unceded Mi'kmaq territory, and I would like to congratulate Mr. Blue for his landslide victory in District 3 in 2016 CBRN elections. I'm going to try to use my time as efficiently as possible to present my plan that I've already given you a copy of. I've presented 25 outline positions that I'd like to talk about regarding the plan. I don't have a professional slide presentation or anything ready for you guys right now because I only found out about this on the 13th and I submitted by the 17th, whatever you have right now. We started out as a society in 2007 for the Eskasoni Food Bank. I was a partnership with Stephen Christmas behind me, who's the owner of the lands that we would like to develop. He had a store, it was called Hilltop, and after he lost control of that business because of politics and stuff that happened around the commercial area of that area, we decided to start addressing poverty and homelessness in 2007, and we're still talking about it today in 2017. We sat there for pretty much a month waiting for donations for our new food bank, and nobody came. A few people came, but not with donations. It was mostly with laughter and jokes. But eventually we got to meet with the chief and council. We convinced them to let us go ahead with this, and we ended up getting the old hall in Eskasoni. We operated out of the old hall for about 14 months. Within 6 months, we became the second largest food bank in Cape Breton, putting us at a customer base of 114 people. 1,114 people. 50% of my membership were under 18. If you recall with the port sessions, when you had the extension contract negotiations, our chiefs were here. Our chief Leroy Denny mentioned that our population increased by 100 people every year. Well, since 2007, his numbers were right, because at 4,000 people right now, we're sitting at 75% poverty rate. And in 2007, we were sitting at 55% with 3,000 people. So the membership increased 1,000 people, and the poverty rate increased 25%. Our homelessness is not as obvious as it should be, because in our homes, we have 3 to 4 families living in one dwelling. So to me, being homeless, if you're sleeping on a couch, you're homeless. As a Canadian, I'm from Quebec. I'm on disability for reasons I won't get into today. Compared to myself and the average person living in Eskasoni, what they live on, to me, is not even imaginable. $162 is what people get on social assistance to survive for 2 weeks. Provincial average monthly is about $1,000 a month. So we are about $500 to $600 lower than the provincial average. I lived in a very depressed area when I was younger. When I heard about Mr. Moore's presentation about the Aberdeen Revival Society, he touched me way back in 1975 when I lived in Overbrook in Ottawa, one of the roughest parts of Ottawa I grew up in. When he talked about Blaise Bay and the problems they were having, and what they had to do to clean the area, and what they're doing to now accomplish what they want to do, it just put everything in perspective of what our society is supposed to be. My area is depressed as well. From Northside East Bay to Christmas Island, we probably have the largest members living in that area, and probably the largest numbers of children living in that area. And there's nothing to do. I mean, there's nothing. There's no parks. We have some in Eskasoni, but in the surrounding areas, we don't have any services. I'm going to compare a few that I have as a Canadian, and my residents and my cousins don't in Eskasoni. My wife has MS. Her disease will kill her. I have a mental illness. Mine won't until I do it myself. She doesn't get disability. She doesn't get a ramp to walk better. She doesn't get any services at all. What she gets is $162 every 2 weeks compared to my disability in Quebec. The only reason I can live here in Cape Breton is because I get disability from Quebec. If I did not, I would not be able to live here. With my mental illness, I've made a lot of progress in the last 5 years. I was 320 pounds 4 years ago. I decided to quit my medication, and I decided to ride this really hard, and I did. And like the counselor says, I rode it hard, I rode it long, and I put it away wet. And this is what happened. I started gardening. And the gardening, over the years, it's 4 years now. For 3 years, I've been feeding my family of 10 with what I've been doing. I've been feeding my neighbors as well. As part of the food bank initiative, I think community gardens goes hand in hand, because our organization right now, Feed Nova Scotia, do not accept memberships. We were there 10 years ago. We were the second largest food bank in Cape Breton, but we have to start over because it's 10 years later. So we have to go through the board, we have to go through the votes, and we're not even sure we're going to get in, because the food that they're getting compared to 10 years ago is nothing compared to what we used to get. Everybody's struggling, this whole island. I've been here in 4 chamber meetings, and the discussion is about poverty and about what we can do about jobs, and how do we get businesses back into Cape Breton, how do we stop our children from leaving, what do we give them? Well, I think that's an idea for Eskasoni. We have silent partners that would like to develop some of our lands with commercial storage units. Right now, at the market value, it's $1 a square foot to $1.28. As being tax exempt municipalities, we can offer a very competitive business. Right off the bat, we're competitive. And all storage units in Cape Breton are full. The reason I want to get into storage is because our reserves our population is growing, our poverty is growing, but our space is not growing. We're running out of space. And right now, for the reserve to save money, they have to buy in bulk. In order to buy in bulk for every residence of the reserve that needs washers, dryers, stoves, wood to build, shingles, whatever we store has to be environmentally friendly. So our storage units do not need power, they don't need heat, they just need a door and a place to put stuff. We would like to also provide a security employment opportunity for the complex I'd like to build on Hilltop. We would like to house our employees, and we would like to build a 10-unit apartment with a recreation center inside that could provide, as well as a community kitchen, a food bank, and a recreation center for our tenants. We would also offer them employment with the storage unit facilities and the greenhouses we want to build on an acre parcel of land beside the stream we call Broken Bridge. Across Broken Bridge is about 2 acres of land that we'd like to develop as well. Mostly agriculture, but I think we could sneak 1 storage unit in there. So just in revenue alone, we could create up to $4.8 million a year of clean, tax-free money that we could splash around District 3. Now, District 3 is a very depressed area. With $4.8 million to spread around, that would cause a lot of wealth, a lot of positivity, a lot of little rinks, a lot of little shacks for the kids, a lot of stuff we could use. I'm going to go back to mental illness and gardening. When I started opening plots last year, I ended up on the news. I still don't know why, because everything I've done before never got me any attention. But anyways, I know this woman, she's about 60 years old. She's a cancer survivor. She suffers from extreme PTSD. This woman will not leave her home to take a walk or to look at the sunshine. So I went into her home and I asked her, do you want me to open up a garden for you? I didn't tell her about the therapeutic value. I just wanted her to discover on her own what it would do for her. All summer she gave me objections. I don't have a hose. I don't have a hose. So all summer I let her garden grow with the rain we got. And it grew. And she got some, but she never got to see it. It's not the hose that's stopping her from going outside. It's the illness. So, in the spring, I'm going to try again. The fencing we're going to provide for the storage facilities, we're also going to provide, since our community is south-facing and it's the perfect conditions to grow food, we can cover all the security fencing with vine-growing vegetables that people can come and pick on their own. The reason I want to do this is what I've learned while running a food bank with 1,114 people and 50% being under 18. I was tired of making people feel bad about being hungry. I was tired of lining them up, taking their social security numbers and their medical cards, and making them feel bad about getting the food once a month. I want to start something that people don't feel bad about lining up to pick at our gardens. I want to start something that people don't feel stigma about lining up to feed themselves when we all know we're struggling in Cape Breton and we all know we're having problems making ends meet. Now, what I'm coming for you today is my main infrastructure money. I need a place to start. I need a place to put my employees, and I need a place for that rec center, the food banks, and the community kitchen. And I can do it all in one shot. I'm asking $100,000 from CBRM to start me off. so I can get the interest of the other organizations like Shima, the United Way, the Health Board. I've had a meeting this week with Lynn Rossiter. She's a member of the Community Advisory Board responsible for development community plans around federal homelessness funds. We're waiting on Jim Graham from the Affordable Housing Association to see if we can be considered with this project. We'd like to talk to Shimmy, who works with mental health. These are all opportunities that we'd like to explore. Today, I'm not asking you to say yes or no. I'm not asking you to look at my fancy plans, statistics, and numbers. All I'm asking you is to give us a chance to get our foot in the door. Ms. Coombs asked once, our society is the future. They're not only the future, they're the present and the past. Most of this island cannot survive without societies. Most of this island cannot survive without volunteers. We're seeing our people leave every day across that bridge. We're seeing money leave every day, and we're trying to figure out how to keep them inside. There's one way to do it, and it's with societies and volunteering. Mr. Bushwhacker, he said, the regular citizen in Cape Breton builds arena complexes. I believe it. And I believe it because I'm a father of 5, and I got 5 kids that got nowhere to go. And the inspiration that I understand these people got from is exactly for where I'm standing from today. It's because of my kids. Our Chief Terry Paul in Memberton so eloquently said during the court discussions, the reason we're here today as a Memberton community is because we did not ask permission. The reason I'm here today is because I did not ask permission. It took me 5 years to get out of my yard and start that garden. Imagine if I wouldn't have got outside. I wouldn't be wearing a suit today. I wouldn't speak in front of you people today. I'd still be sitting in my room like my friend who has PTSD that doesn't want to go outside to do her garden because she doesn't have a hose. It's not the hose. As 1752 treaty holders and beneficiaries, it's our duty to provide for ourselves and each other. It's our duty also to provide for our friends as well. This means all of you. My elder, Stephen Christmas, when he was younger, he had a hard life. His parents had a hard life. In the 70s and the 60s in Eskasoni, you couldn't get to town every day, especially in the winter. So people grew their crops, root vegetables, and they kept them in the root cellars. I would like to bring a little bit of those old times back so we can at least have something to fall back on when we're hungry. At least we can have some of the old days back and work on what we had and bring it into the future with the technology that we have today to sustain it. My elder that owns the land that we want to develop, when he was younger, he worked in the woods, he cut trees. And I was in the woods this summer trying to get us firewood, and I almost cut my arm off. I got 12 stitches trying to heat my home. So I can't imagine him spending his whole life in the woods and not getting hurt. Did you get hurt, Steve? A few times he got hurt. One day he told me about a vision he had. He says he was on top of the mountain and he cleared a trail, and this was on his land. He said to me, he says, you know what, Andre? I would love to have a hill like that now, where the kids could take a T-bar up and just slide down. We don't have enough of a hill to create speed, but we have enough to slide. And it wouldn't be nice to have that. But as a depressed area, it's hard for us to imagine those things. It's hard to us to have any hope at all when we get up in the morning and we're faced to walk an 8-kilometer sidewalk with no bench to sit on it. People ask me, they tell me, they say, there's no respect on the streets today. I said, well, the reason there's no respect on our streets today is because our elders aren't sitting outside watching us like they used to. We need those little things that make us feel human. We need those little things. They're not much. I run the sidewalk in Eskasoni with my son. He's 10 years old. He's on his 2nd year of marathons in Cape Breton. Last year, at 10 years old, he beat Marion Bridge Men's. He did 10 kilometers in 66 minutes. The only reason he's running with me this year on his 2nd year is not because he wants to run marathons. It's because his crazy old dad inspired him to. And that's what I want to do. Inspire you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Andre. Very much appreciated and recognize Councilor Coons.
Yes, first I'd like to acknowledge your land recognition. Thank you for that. The United Nations recognized the right Declaration of Human Rights in 1948, and has since noted that it's vital for the enjoyment of all other rights. I'm just reading from here. In 1974, World Food Conference, the term food security was funded with emphasis on supply. Food security, they said, is the availability at all times of adequate food supplies of basic foodstuffs to sustain a steady expansion of food consumption and to offset fluctuations in the production and prices. Household food security exists when all members at all times have access to enough food for an active, healthy life. Individuals who are food secure do not live in hunger or fear of starvation. Food insecurity, on the other hand, is a situation of limited or uncertain availability of nutritious value, adequate and safe foods, or limited or uncertain ability to acquire acceptable foods in socially acceptable ways, according to the United States Department of Agriculture. And I think when we are sitting here and we have 1 in 3 living in poverty, we have 75% who are living in poverty because they are homeless, because they cannot get enough food security. We have a severe situation on our hands, and it does need to be rectified. And I think, and I knocked on several doors, hundreds of doors, I'm sure, and about 1 in 5 of the doors, each person asking about community gardens. Not community gardens that have flowers in them, community gardens that have food in them. Food for people to come and get nutritional food, because when we see at the food banks, they try really hard at these food banks. The problem is they don't have enough space to store fresh food, nor do they have the money to buy it. And there's no place for them. There's no place allocated to them for these gardens. And I think that what they're doing is commendable. I think it is something that every community should be looking at for themselves. And I think it's an emotional topic, but it's an important topic that we need to have. And I thank you for bringing that to us. Thank you so much.
Councilor Marshall.
Thank you for bringing up Andre, and I know where you stand from. And I was wondering that who you talking to all the time, so I'm just away from you.
That's why I'm here, sir,
Yeah.
to reinstate our relationship.
I know where it is. Come to my house all the time, and I know Steve. I need Steve here to set it we're chatting up.
It's quite a historical day.
But if I want anything from us, come and see me. We can talk it out to anybody. And the story that is true. We have problems all over
Yes.
Garden.
Yes.
Canada knows that. You know that in the north side. We have that problem with these north side people too. We need that. And I wish we could do it and get involved at other level of government, not
Yes.
just the provincial, federal, and health, whatever. Get involved with them so we can go somewhere else with that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Marshall. Your support is very important to us.
Councilor McDougall.
Thank you for sharing such a personal story. That takes a lot of courage and having that, taking that the struggle and creating something community. I think, you said the small things in communities make big differences. A few years ago, I went my own dramatic time, and I was speaking to somebody and said, I'm not sure where to go for help. And I said, take your shoes off, go in your backyard and garden. Planting yourself back into nature is such an amazing therapeutic strength. And besides the opportunity of, which is so necessary to increase the availability of nutritious and fresh produce to all communities, the therapeutic gains that getting back to nature, back to that same word, it holds no end. It's boundless.
It saved my life. Literally, it saved my life. Last 4 years, I've been sitting on my butt for 20. In the last 4 years, I've been alive with my family, my life, my friends. I'm not on It means a lot.
Thank you very much, Councillor, and under what we'll do as well, we'll have our sustainability team follow up the application process. Next step, that would be the next step, and we follow through Councillor Marshall in that process. So again, thank you very much for your support. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Thank you.